saving a penalty and dying. It seems impossible, but in football, this has happened, and not just once. Today, we remember the footballers who suffered serious injuries during penalty kicks. I promise it will be interesting. Let's go. Just about 2 weeks ago, during an amateur league match in Argentina, 17-year-old goalkeeper Ramon Ismael Coronel died, and this happened after the young goalkeeper saved a penalty. The regular time of the match ended in a draw, and the outcome was decided by penalty kicks. Coronel brilliantly saved the final shot by blocking the ball with his chest. Ramon's teammates ran up to their goalkeeper to congratulate him on the save and the victory, but he suddenly collapsed onto the pitch. There was no ambulance at the stadium, so one of the fans drove Coronel to the hospital in his own car. However, during the trip, the boy's heart stopped, and it was not possible to save him. It is reported that the young footballer's death was due to problems with his cardiorespiratory system. A similar incident happened in 2009 with promising 19-year-old Romanian goalkeeper Alexandru Iatan. The second division Dunărea goalkeeper also faced an unexpected outcome after saving a penalty. The tragic incident occurred during a team training session. A penalty was awarded against Iatan. Alexandru saved it excellently, but the ball hit him in the solar plexus. The goalkeeper felt severe pain and had difficulty breathing. Nevertheless, he continued playing and even made a couple more saves, but a few minutes later, he collapsed on the pitch. Medics rushed to help the goalkeeper, but they couldn't save his life. His heart couldn't take it. We will now talk about less tragic stories, but getting a serious injury during a penalty kick also requires some skill. Let's start with one of the most recent episodes. The March match between Braga and Porto was spectacular. The hosts were leading 2-1, but the Dragons were not going to give up, and they didn't. The score was leveled at 2-2 with a penalty by Brazilian defender Alex Telles. He calmly converted the penalty, but managed to get a serious injury in the process. Immediately after scoring, the defender was substituted, but even without him, Porto managed to win the match 2-3. Last spring, a similar incident happened with PSG and Uruguay national team forward Edinson Cavani. In the 24th round match against Bordeaux, Cavani opened the scoring in the 42nd minute with a penalty, but did it so awkwardly that he injured his thigh. At halftime, the forward was replaced by Mbappe. Because of this injury, Edinson missed the Champions League playoff matches against Manchester United. Yes, he came on as a substitute in the second leg against the Red Devils, but it still wasn't enough for PSG to progress to the quarterfinals. There have also been cases where a footballer required surgery after a penalty kick. This was the misfortune of Hungarian national team midfielder Szabolcs Huszti. This episode occurred in February 2013 during the Hannover 96 vs Hamburg match. Huszti opened the scoring with a penalty, but these were the last actions of the footballer in this match. Immediately after the penalty, he asked for a substitution, and a few days later, he underwent surgery due to a muscle tear. But even without his help, Hannover defeated their opponent 5-1. Our next heroes not only managed to get injured during a penalty kick, but also seriously let their team down. Let's first move to October 2006 for the Ukrainian championship match between Vorskla and Metalurg Zaporizhia. In the 43rd minute, David Kvirkvalia had an excellent chance to put the visitors ahead, but the team's regular penalty taker slipped in front of the ball, sending it over the bar and strained his thigh muscles in the process. The Georgian footballer was substituted, and the hosts pressed their opponent to secure a 2-1 victory. The most frustrating thing is when your missed penalty in a shootout prevents your team from winning the cup, but it's doubly frustrating when you miss and are out of the game for 2 months. In 2016, during the English League Cup final, Liverpool faced Manchester City. The regular time ended with a 1 score, and Wembley Stadium spectators were awaiting a penalty shootout. Liverpool players missed 3 penalties, but it all started with Brazilian Lucas Leiva's miss. The 29-year-old midfielder not only missed his shot, but also ended up in the hospital for 7 weeks. It was much more serious than we thought. I've never heard of anyone getting such an injury while taking a penalty, Klopp said after the match. You see, Jurgen didn't know about other incidents, but now you do. As a parting shot, I recommend watching a video about the most gruesome injuries in football history. And if you want to see a video about the dumbest deaths of footballers, then hit like. As soon as there are 5,000 likes, consider the video already done. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you soon. Take care. Bye.